Welcome back, everybody. It's fall. The leaves are falling and it's getting cold. The grass is cut, the yard work is done, and I'm back in the garage, so let's get to it right now. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this thing up. Put a little buff on it maybe. I just cleaned it all with brake cleaner and carb cleaner. My goal today is to get Endplay set, get the pulley and the sand seal on, and then we'll go from there. A little bit of Mother's aluminum polish. I'm not going to polish these degree numbers on here because I think they'll just come off. So I'm going to try and stay on the inside of that. Put a little bit of this on here until it starts to turn color. And then we will hit it with the polishing wheel. So yeah, if you see it starts to turn dark, that means it's working. So I'm going to wipe off the excess. Pulling off all the tarnish on this. Oh, it'd be help if I was plugged in. Not making as much of a difference as I thought it would. Seems a lot more beat up than I thought it was. One second, I have some polishing compound I gotta find. Cleaned up my garage, now I can't find anything. Well, I found this old stuff, and I don't know if it's any good. It's still soft in the middle. I cut all the outside of it off. This is old school stuff. I have no idea how old the stuff is. Doesn't seem to be doing much. I'm going to go over this one more time just to kind of clean it up. And, this pulley's not worth it. I was actually thinking about getting a steel pulley, a nice steel pulley, and then I found out how much they cost for the kit. Nah, that's not happening. Not worth any more of my time. We will let a little haze build on this, and then I'll wipe it down again, see if it made any difference. I tried the Mother's, I tried the crayon. It is what it is. It's not getting much cleaner. Also, I just saw a piece of something fly up and land on my car. And that's not acceptable. So I'm going to fix that right now. I'm back. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this car off. I washed it when we did the garage cleanup, but of course dust and all that. And then we're going to throw this puppy on here. See what happens. Might have to turn the air on. tank is done filling up. This is on Amazon right now for $69.99 with a $15 coupon. Let's do a live review of this thing right now. It's supposed to cover 1960 to 1980 Volkswagen Beetles. Comes in a nice carrying case. So far, so good. Looks like there's some kind of straps or something. Ooh, and a little padlock. Isn't that cute? So it bounces off your paint and chips the hell out of everything. I don't advise using this. Ask me how I know. Well, I'll tell you, I put one of those in the Firebird. It scratched the hell out of my ground effects. All right. I have some kind of monkey. Okay. And first thing I don't like is that metal on there. I'm not using this for outside storage. So I am going to snip that off right now. This has a zipper on it, but it is protected. It's double stitched over. It has a zipper. I don't know what that's for yet because I haven't opened this. I could have swore, yep, another one of these. Another piece of metal. Ooh, fancy green stripes. All right, let's see how this goes. This is supposed to be waterproof. I really don't care. This is more than anything just to keep this car protected while I'm working in here in the wintertime. I gotta say, this thing fits pretty nice. I am probably going to cut these little straps off of here. I don't need them. For now, they can stay. But you get the idea. You know what? For 50 bucks or whatever they want with the coupon, I'll take it. Because the one I have on the Firebird is super tight. It was made specifically for that car, but I literally have to have someone else hold the other side while I stretch it over and pull it on. But there you go. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, let's do a little review of this thing. First thing is I cut these off. There was 2 of them that I found. Don't like metal on paint. Oh, I made it. The zipper that I was talking about is for your driver's side door, which is, I think, is pretty nice. You don't have to take the whole cover off to get in the car. And this is protected. It's got a little bit of like a felt liner on the inside. So that's cool. I like that. I also like that it has the, hey, don't hit my mirror reflecty thing on there. And don't hit my fog lights. And there's also another one for the mirror over there. But this thing covers basically the whole car, even down to the bottom of the rims, which is nice. And on my Baja here, it covers the whole back, even with the Stinger Bobcat exhaust. Pretty cool. So far, I don't know, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, I like it. Go get one. Okay, back to the engine. I cleaned this up, and it's kind of shiny, but you can tell there's marks and stuff in it. But using what I got, going with it, Now this is a sand seal type of pulley. It doesn't have the grooves. I don't want to buy another pulley. I don't have a spare one. So I bought a new sand seal. It's already lubed with a little bit of assembly lube. I have no idea how to put this in. So here's how this is going to go. I'm going to install this, and then you guys are going to let me know what I did wrong. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never had a car. This is my 4th Beetle in my lifetime. Or is it my 3rd? 1, 2, yeah. 3rd? 3rd. It's my 3rd Beetle in my lifetime, and I have just drove the other ones when I was younger into the ground and then just got rid of them. And then when I got older, I always said, I'm going to get another one of these things. And here I am. So I'm going to put this sand seal on here. I have a couple one mystery part. I don't know what this washer is for, but it was with this washer. And I can tell there's some witness marks from where this was on here. I don't know if this is necessary or not. Maybe it's to stop this from marring the hell out of the pulley. I don't know. There's a bunch of marks in there. I don't know. But when I cleaned this all up, I made sure that there was no grooves or anything in here. Everything seems like it's all right. I've cleaned up nicely. So here we go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this a little bit when I put it in here, because I don't see how that will seal against the inside here. I don't know. Like I said, not sure. Never did this before. Never had a sand seal Volkswagen pulley. So I already cleaned all this with brake cleaner. I'm going to clean this thing off with a little brake cleaner. And I'm going to put a little bit of Yamabond on here. Oh, also there is a washer that goes in here, or a spacer, and it has the notch in it for this Woodruff key. And I put it in there and I can't get it out, so I can't show you installing that. So here we go. Ready? That's how it goes on. You put it in the hole, and it does its thing, and it spaces this out. You know what I mean. I'm not going to go digging at that for 3 hours. It's in there. It's staying in there. I don't know if this is necessary. I don't know if this is recommended. Like I said, if I have to take it off and clean it up and do my thing, whatever. You guys let me know if I'm doing this right or not. Pretty sure this is a pressure fit part, so I don't see the harm in putting a little bit of sealant on the outside of this so that it seals in there. Let's get a couple paper towels. Put that on a little thick because it's hard to get in that little corner. I'm going to wipe off a little bit of the excess so some of it can squeeze out at least. As far as I know, this goes on like this. This goes in there. That spacer keeps this thing out so it doesn't ride right on it. But I'm guessing. I'm not totally sure. Let's put just a dab of assembly lube, just a drop or two on the pulley here. Wipe off the excess. We got a little bit of lube on there. All right, not exactly sure how this goes. So the washer's in there with the notch. I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put it on here first and push this whole thing on at once. It did not seat all the way. Let's give it a couple taps. Don't know if it's supposed to seat all the way. Oh yeah, it's going. Okay. Don't want that. Okay, let's say that's good. No clue. I did look up the torque specs. 32 foot-pounds. Now, this thing, this washer and this, I don't know if this is supposed to go on here or not. I don't know. You know what? It shouldn't hurt. I'm going to put it on there. I can always take it off. I'm just going to put this, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to put it in dry for right now. I'm probably going to end up taking this off again. That washer is not sitting on there flush. Is this a bad idea? Is that washer even for this? Don't know. 32, locked in. There we go. All right, let's make sure this still turns over. Do compression. Bottom dead center. Top dead center. Okay, next we are going to tackle Endplay. Now when I started messing around with this last night, wasn't in the mood to really be out here last night and got kind of frustrated and called it a day. I put the magnetic indicator on here and I came up with 55.5 thou for my Endplay. So now that I put that pulley on the front, which I did not have on there yesterday, let's see what it is now. All right. Yeah, we're still at 55. I did a bunch of reading last night. I cannot get 3 shims in here and get 3 to 5 thou Endplay. They don't make shims that big. I get close. I get to like 6.5 thou, but can you see that? Yep. Zero, 55, almost 56. Yeah, this thing keeps going off. Cheap. From the Rainforest website. Yeah, 55 on the nose. So I have a problem here. It looks like I'm going to have to contact some friends, do some homework, and maybe possibly buy different shims. I might need 0.38 shims, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and then maybe a smaller one. I don't know. I have a whole mix of shims here, and I'm gonna have to mix and match and find out what I got. These are older ones that were on the vehicle, so it's homework time. Yeah, 55 thou Endplay. Not good. I don't know if that flywheel needs to go in more. It looks... Let me grab a light. Don't know if that flywheel needs to go on a little bit more. Right there. I did torque it. I tried it just hand tight. I tried torquing it. If you didn't notice, I marked top dead center on this, and I marked the off center dowel pins just to make my life easier, because I took this on and off like 3 or 4 times last night. So these things, especially if you got 2 of them, makes short work of taking this flywheel off. Just get them back there, start shaking gently, don't mess up your case. It starts to rock, and then it gets really easy, and then it comes out like that, but you should probably catch it first. Yeah, that seems excessive to me. I really hope I don't have to take this thing apart again. Actually, I really don't mind taking it apart and putting it back together, but resealing and cleaning everything, that's the part that takes all the time. It's irritating, because in your mind, you know what you got to do, and you want it to happen fast and be over with and done, but starting at 55 thou makes me think something's up. The bearings, when I put them in here, they fit tight. They didn't rock. They didn't move. They, popped out of the case. Don't think it's the bearings. Don't know if I need some kind of special other bearings that I don't know about. I'm not sure what to do. So I guess I'm going to take a time out here and keep you guys in suspense until I figure out what I need to do. How did that get so dirty? Didn't I just clean that? I'll be back. Alrighty then. I'm back, and I have updates. Still getting 55 thou for my Endplay. Even though my front pulley and everything is on, and the sand seal and the spacer and everything, I am curious as to what's going on. So the first thing I did is I started inspecting this flywheel. Right at the beginning of this build, I was like, I should buy a new one, because this thing looks kind of beat up, But what I didn't check was all these holes. They look visually okay. I don't see anything crazy going on, but if I flip it over and look at this side, do you see what I see? It looks like, well, first thing I don't like is that this surface has a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingernail catching dings in it. That's beside the point. What's going on, what I want to show you is, see how these look like they've been chamfered? The ones I have highlighted in black here. And then, if you shine a light, just those four look like they've been, I don't know, drilled or filed or, there you go, that's better. See that one right there? And then see this one here? There's a big, huge difference in the way that the inside of that hole looks. I don't know if that shows on the camera or not. This hole, hear that? It's like step, 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 step. There's like lines and grooves in it. This one, smooth. This one. So I don't know if someone tried to put this on a 4-dowel and tried to chamfer the outside of these and then squeeze this puppy on and then it wouldn't work, so they tried to drill it or I don't know. I don't know. But this is not good. Not to mention I'm wiping off all my beautiful paint job I did on here. Not the biggest of my worries, but I think I'm going to call it on this Flywheel and I'm going to order another one. If this thing got messed with and someone tried to do something they weren't supposed to do, I'm not going to be the one that pays the price for it. You might not be able to see it, but there is a million little marks in this thing. I don't know. It's like someone used this as a place to hammer stuff. So anyway, long story short is I think I'm going to retire this Flywheel. She's a little chewed. She's got some nastiness in her. She's got a million marks in her. And that is really concerning to me. I did not notice that before. I would have never, ever put this thing on here in the first place. You can see how ugly that is. I don't know if that's like that from the factory or... I mean, it sure don't look like it. It looks like someone tried to waller that out and squeeze this on a 4-dowel. Smooth. Smooth. Ugly. Ugly. Smooth. That one's got a lip in the bottom of it. This one's all ground up. And then that one's smooth. It looks like I'm waiting for parts. Shims to deal with my 55 thou Endplay. Advice from friends. And then a new Flywheel. And then 2 of those I need to wait for parts. Also, I was thinking about getting some fancy valve covers because for some reason, I have no idea, the valve cover fairy came and stole one of my valve covers. I got one. I cannot find the other one for the life of me. But then I went and shopping and found out these things are like $200-300 for the cool ones. So what do you guys think? Comment. Let me know. Should I get some cool valve covers for this? Which is not that big of a deal. I might just get the stockers. I think Scat has the good stock black ones, the bale style. That's what I think I want to put on there is the bale style. We'll see. Things have not been going well today. Reach for a rag and Joe. This is my day. This is basically my day. This is my rag box. I mean, not a big deal, but I had this thing for a while. I bought it at a estate sale for like $10 or something. I thought it was kind of cool. It's got this like crest on the front of it, and it came with a key and everything. This thing's gotta be super old. I don't know. I have no idea what kind of box this is, but it works for what I need it for. Now I gotta fix the lid. she's broke. I gotta fix it. Everything is not working. I'm getting frustrated again. It's starting to get late. I'm not getting far. Also, this time of year again, and I need to prep because next week is crossbow and I need to get myself another one of these guys. I'm gonna go in the house. I'm gonna order some parts, get myself a new flywheel, some shims, shop around for some valve covers with the vents already in them, maybe. Gonna spend some money. Early Christmas for me. Don't forget, check out the comments for the link to this cover. I like it. I like it a lot. $69.99 with a $15 coupon. You can't go wrong for a car cover. That's cheap. I got one more thing to ask you. I asked this before and no one answered, but on the top of my case, this is stamped in here. I do not know what that means. If anybody has an idea of what this stands for, please comment and let me know. Thank you. I did yard work all day and I'm pretty beat. So we'll start up again tomorrow.